Well, with us right now from United Mutual is Janie Durrell, and we're going to be talking about mainly dry rot today. Nice to see you.
Nice
Good
to
to
see
have you
too.
on today.
Thank you.
And Janie was commenting, oh, we're going to be talking about dry rot, maybe not the most exciting things, but you know, what's exciting is all the different alternatives you folks are looking at. And not only United, but Third, and it's really these materials, and some of them are not so much new, but they're so much more improved than what they used to be, right?
That's true. So the board, along with our VMS staff, is looking for long-term alternatives to prevent dry rot in our buildings and our manners. The Architectural Control and Standards Committee and staff have discussed and recommended alternative material instead of wood products, which will benefit the mutual by preventing future damages and costs from the cost of dry rot. Alternative construction materials such as alumawood, embossed, and that's an embossed aluminum with a textured wood grain finish. Vinyl can also be utilized in place of using the wood. These products will outlast and provide a nicer appearance. Our staff will work with members of the amended standards, particularly those who have alterations in disrepair, such as patio covers, covers for air conditioning units, heat pumps, fences, and wood gates as examples. Dry rot is an ongoing issue throughout our village. It is caused by moisture intrusion in untreated wood or wood that has entry points. A good example of that is a lot of our beams also.
Right.
But a lot of our patio structures and covers have been used with wood products.
Right.
And dry rot is just an issue that needs to be looked at, and alternatives to replace that.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
It'd be so much easier to take care of.
Dry rot is the intrusion of water in untreated wood, and it, as I said, has the entry points, and it encourages growth of decay fungi. So fungi damages the effect of the wood over time if not treated. And that's why you see this deterioration of the wood.
Right.
And it's a fungi that's gotten into that through moisture.
Yeah.
The financial benefits of replacing wood with alternative materials is based on reduction of the potential spread of the dry rot or the fungi. So we must remind everybody, don't forget the mutual consent for minor alterations is required for all alterations of the building. You must have a city permit along with a Laguna Woods permit if it's required. All the fees for both the mutual and city permit shall be paid for by the member or his contractor. The member and his contractor must supply the manor alterations department with the city permit numbers before you begin any of your work. So what we're trying to do is extend the life of our patio structures, anything, our gates, our covering, that we have cabinets for our water heaters, and also some of our air conditioning units.
Yeah, and you know, you mentioned the alumawood. My in-laws have a patio cover, and they didn't put this in. It was there when they moved in a few years back. And I don't know if that's a brand name, but it's a similar type thing. And it's beautiful. You look at it, and it's textured. You would think it's wood. It even has, at the end of the beams, your nice little detail and all.
Right, caps on it.
Yeah, and yet, you know, when he repainted the house, he painted it to match the house, of course. But other than that, you know, he didn't even really have to do that if he didn't want to. But no maintenance on it, and it's holding up the patio. Obviously, within the beams are hollow. There is a structure in there. I don't know if it's wood or something, but it's perfectly covered, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, so it's great stuff.
They've got great products out. People say, oh my goodness, we don't want vinyl, but vinyl is very much upgraded, just like the aluminum wood is also. So these are just two products that we're looking at. There's others out there that They're also studying and trying to make recommendations if they want us to use that type of a product within our community also.
Right, and look over the last, I want to say just really 20 years, the progress, or I should say the better quality of the vinyl windows. You know, years ago, when you first put those in, they'd yellow after a couple years and maybe crack or warp. That doesn't happen anymore.
Your gates and your fences were doing the same thing, and then they would be very brittle.
Right.
Caused from the sun. And so the new products, especially if you don't purchase them from China, we have discussed that, their products aren't quite up to par that we would like to be used here in our community.
Yeah, and you know, I can kind of attest to that because we have in the front of our house to the side, we have, you know, one of those arches, you know, you can buy at Home Depot. And we actually used it in our wedding ceremony and then put it in the front yard. And, you know, that was 2005. And yeah, sometimes some dirt will splash on it, but other than that, it looks like the day I put it in.
That's nice. All you do is just hose it down.
Yeah, so, you know,
but
you
here
get the right
you would
product.
have to wipe it down.
You'd have to wipe it down. That's true.
Hose.
Don't use your hose, but I let the rain do it. But I put lights on it for Christmas and all, and it's just amazing. It just lasts and lasts and lasts.
So the main point is look at your alternative products that are out there and be sure that you get a permit, not just from the city, but also from Laguna Woods.
Are you looking at, as far as United going, the Illuma wood and the vinyl and all these different things, are you going to set a standard so if someone wants to change something, you're going to say, here's the 2 or 3 different products you may use to do this?
Yes, my committee went ahead and the alteration committee went ahead and approved all of these products, these 2 plus others. And like an example for gates, you know, you can use wrought iron, that type of product. And that has to all be approved next Tuesday, or a week from Tuesday, excuse me, at our board meeting. The board has to approve this as a resolution.
Okay.
So it will be a resolution and a policy.
All right, very good. But of course, any kind of manner alterations, get the permits, right? Get the permission.
Right.
I want to remind people too that United Mutual will meet the candidates next Tuesday, August 29th in the boardroom at 10 o'clock. We'll be showing that to you live, but if you would like to go to the boardroom and get your questions in, please do, because you'll get to know the candidates. 2 of them are incumbents, 2 of them are new. And you know, just like in third, it's 4 for 4.
That's right.
So more than likely, I think they're all going to get on the board. But it gives you a chance to maybe ask some specific questions and get to know the 2 more than likely upcoming board members, right?
It's true.
All right.
That's true. Please come out. The more you know, the better it is. And then you won't criticize us as much.
Yeah, there you go. Good to see you.
Thank you
take
for
care.
having me.
All right, we'll be right back.